According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Alzheimer's disease ranks as the 7th leading cause of death in the United States. As awareness of Alzheimer's and related dementias grows within our community, the Alzheimer's and Dementia Resource Center, ADRC, is taking proactive steps toward finding a cure through its collaboration with the Florida Brain Bank. Joining us today is Barbara Mills, the Florida Brain Bank Coordinator at ADRC, to shed light on how this initiative is providing hope for the future. And welcome, Barbara. Thank you for being here. The Florida Brain Bank is such an incredible resource, but I'm sure many people are not even familiar with the concept. So basically, what is the Florida Brain Bank?
Well, good morning, Carol. Thank you for having me. The Florida Brain Bank is a satellite office, for lack of a better word, to Mount Sinai Medical Center in Miami. We cover 21 counties in Central Florida. It is a post-mortem research study, and that basically means that when the participant that has registered with the brain bank passes away, we have a pathologist that removes the brain and we send it to the Mayo Clinic in Jacksonville for a neuropathology report.
That's great. And so you mentioned this, it's an advantage for the family to have their loved one's brain donated to the brain bank. So what are the advantages of that?
Oh, absolutely. The biggest advantage is that they have a diagnosis, 100% accuracy of the types of dementia that their loved one had. In my experience so far at the brain bank, my neuropathology reports come back to me with a minimum of 3 different types of dementia, which you don't always get those results from just a scan or PET scan or MRI. So that's the biggest advantage. The other advantage for the family is that everything we do is free of charge to them.
And that's
a big plus.
That's a very big plus, I'm sure. So it is just for patients, for people that have been diagnosed?
No, not at all. We take healthy brains as well, which we can call control cases, because we also need a comparison and analysis of what a healthy brain looks like.
And so if someone is kind of, they're seeing this segment, they're hearing about this brain bank, how do they do they contact you to set up for the donation when they do pass away, or what's the whole process?
We have a process. It can take up to 8 weeks because we have to acquire the medical records from their physicians, usually a geriatrician, neurologist, or a general practice doctor. And so we require certain records in advance. We need imaging, we need blood work. So they would have to call us with plenty of time. There are other institutions that will take a brain last minute, but we require a process to do that.
Sure. So maybe touch on a little bit more how this advances research through the testing of the brains in the brain bank.
Of course. Our primary goal at the brain bank is to find a cure. So in the process, we're finding medications. They're creating medications that is going to ward off signs. There are programs that we have in place that are not necessarily related to the brain bank, but to assist the caregivers or to help you with your diet and lifestyle and things that are crucial to ward off some of the symptoms for a while.
Oh, that's really important information. And as you mentioned, after the brain is tested, that then you can determine the type of either dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever disease may have been involved.
Exactly. So they can determine the type, which is actually really important. As a family member that I was touched by Alzheimer's, I would have loved to have known. I didn't know about the brain bank when my mom passed away. I would have loved to have donated her brain and gotten some of that information to help future generations, myself, my kids, grandkids.
Right, it does. It gives you that sense of well-being of just having that knowledge. And gosh, thanks to Barbara for providing such valuable insights into the Florida Brain Bank and its crucial role in the fight against Alzheimer's and related dementias. We appreciate her dedication to the cause and wish her continued success in your efforts to find a cure. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.